Hello everyone, I hope you're doing good. Today I will be talking a bit about a game that I've played for a really long time now, almost 3 years old. It's been a very long time, and that has grown very close to my heart, and that game is Ultrakill. So, I've been playing Ultrakill for 3 years now, and I've seen a lot in the game change, of course. The game released in early access, and just in general, a lot of most like updates that are seen as like good by the community are in or were added when I started playing the game or while I was playing the game. So I witnessed a lot of changes, and I kind of course got used to them, but the way I got into this game was because a lot of my friends, or like two of my friends on Discord online, they were also very much into the game. They played it a whole lot, but I've noticed that they don't play it anymore, and I always like wondered why. And then I just asked them, and at first before I asked them, I thought it was just because I talked about the game a whole lot, which yeah, I did. I talked about the game a whole lot, but I didn't see it as like a problem with me talking about the game, because for me it was just me talking about my favorite video game, right? But then when I like went deeper and talked with especially one of them, what he has to say is definitely interesting. I'll show it on the screen right now, and I'll of course also read it out. First, I don't like the approach he's taking with the higher difficulties. Buffing the amount of damage the enemies do and giving them more stamina isn't really fun. I expect he'd change the way the enemies behave and maybe give them more moves and attacks. I know some enemies have that, but still not nearly as cool as it could have been. 2. I'm not a big fan of the noob NPCs adding. Like I said before, they were so broken and felt like cheap modded weapons when they were first introduced, especially the chainsaw shotgun or the alternative shotgun. 3. I don't like the hard damage or the nerfs in the game. Just adapt. I get it. Games get nerfs, updates, and buffs. But I loved using the whiplash. I used it for so many things. It was essentially my playstyle. Now that playstyle of mine doesn't really exist unless I'm on the Ultrakill side. Now, I completely have to agree with Mystic with basically everything he says here. He's been playing the game for a very long time, like since the game really released, I think even. So all these changes really affected his game's playstyle, and especially like for him, he played the game a lot, but it was more on and off really. So I can totally understand where he's coming from with this. Now that's with his problems with the game in its current state. For me, I still love this game. Please do not get me wrong with me making this video. I simply am saying the game has lost its identity for me. I still love playing this game. I play this game basically every day of my life. And for me, the only issue I have with it at the moment, I started playing in 2021 if you were wondering, is that it does not feel like a boomer shooter anymore. It really does not. Comparing Ultrakill to every single game that is like a boomer shooter, there are some non-FPS or boomer shooter like games in the New Blood catalog. But comparing Ultrakill to like a Dusk, a Medieval, Fallen Aces, Gloomwood, comparing the game to all of them, it's not really a boomer shooter anymore. It's really not. And yeah, sure, you can say this and that. Honestly, I haven't played Gloomwood a whole lot, so I can't really say much about that game. But compared to Dusk, Dusk feels completely like it's like teleported from the 90s into our time, with some new unique things. Of course, I'm not saying it's like a one-to-one, but still, it's the New Blood spin, you could say. And a Medieval, same thing. It's a really fun game. And Fallen Aces is very new. It's the newest game New Blood has released. I haven't tried it out yet, but I'm planning on doing that soon. And I tried the demo, and I've also felt like a boomer shooter with a very interesting art style and also gameplay aspects. Sorry, my share. And just, I don't know, something about Ultrakill doesn't feel like a boomer shooter anymore. I don't know what it is really. It just feels like a shooter now. I feel like it's not a boomer shooter inspired game anymore. Definitely inspired, but compare Ultrakill from like, I don't know, like from when it actually was like in early access, like when it only was a prelude. Like that was a fucking boomer shooter, through and through. I have to say that. And of course you can say, well, of course the game was gonna change when he adds stuff, this and that. But I don't know, like I feel like you could have preserved the boomer shooter aesthetic a bit better. I don't know what. I mean, the game doesn't have to be a boomer shooter for me or anyone to enjoy it. It could be anything really. It could be a normal shooter or a boomer shooter, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel like a boomer shooter anymore. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, sure, you can say the graphics, but I've played plenty of, like, normal FPS shooters that have that aesthetic and aren't, like, considered a boomer shooter. So, that is my only real problem with Ultrakill. Its identity of being a modern boomer shooter is just not there anymore, in my opinion. But I'm curious what you guys think. So, I'm happy for you to share your thoughts in the comment section. And that is all from me. I hope you liked this video. If you have any critiques to what I said or just share your mind, I am happy for you to talk about it. Alright, peace out.